Your command.
啊，大小啊！
I worry Zeb's in over his head with all of this. Sure.
cocaine and stuff as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Mind yourself now. I don't know my life story to someone I ain't even... What is it you're doing round here? Huh. I heard there were some survivors still holed up over there. I can understand them looking for help, though how this place... I'm Inez Silang, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. So long as you don't impede my work or break the stalemate we got on this island, I think we'll get... I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, I'm considered a liability. My graft's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my... Weren't many of us crafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. I bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to. Nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven. I could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract. But if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of success. And anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about, or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe. Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time. Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Oh.
Sequencing attack strategy.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Inbound Raptidon. Commencing combat-related activities.
Fellow subjects, wait to rub the rats and
You are the raw material. Perfection. From the movement to the most ultimately, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're
Outside.
together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem.
They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility. That's why it's so generous of the Sovereign to let us become tiny cogs in the Great War Machine.
Maybe amity, luxury, and
Trust the plan, preserve some progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
Fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Do I feel much?
Security level 1. Suspicious. Returning to patrol mode.
Ready to take the heat off.
If there's anything I can do to support your endeavor,
always put your hands on other people.
Suspicious temperament. Potential individualist discerned. Tracking.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Injuries detected. Please see. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. But then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much, much better.
Stranger?
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan.
Outsider?
Stay true, outsider.
You returned.
Welcome back.
Raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill
The matriarch Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere. If each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive.
Apologies. This unit's conversation module is functioning incorrectly.
Like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Anti's. Don't fret. The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. Just to offset any minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm. And we were left to scramble for purpose and profit like Auntie's workers. The sovereign provides. The system abides.
Sabotage and
Look who's back. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, cool. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport. I mean, all the underlying logic's the same if you mull it over. I've been trained. Subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide. I think he's bearing up admirably given recent events. Hogarth's reliable as the Arcadian sun. I mean, I know it'll burn out in about, not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or much to do, truly. We lose power to charge our mechs. This place's Curativist Row is a fine sword. Pillar of our community. Might talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Well, mechs do all the heavy work for us in the Protectorate. Just like each of us. The combat mech can be reconfigured to oversee comestible distribute and the right parts. Plenty of parts. Granted, reprogrammed mechs are never as efficient as...
We appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
Ah, appeared right out of the aether. Just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All that part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very much. Say, you are every bit you seem. It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before... Why? A plot point about that featured prominently in the late...
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
Where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with Sentinel procedure than I. Veiled imp... If you were a Sentinel, or in some Sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be... In any case...
Like
the Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around?
Within Auntie's choice.
Whew.
I can usually tell when a fella's up to something, and that fella's up to something. Might be nothing serious, but we ought...
More than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. doing your job with
Greetings, non-protect. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fee. Initiated.
Give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Outside.
靠背啊，这出 bug 哦。哦，这个是他家了吧？哦。啊，就这样。
No offense to anyway. Need something, Commander? Oh, yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship. All I heard about this moon called E. All jesting aside, before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch. Same as you. Dumb luck. Barely made it back to the ship on my own power. Don't much recall after that. That's when I found Zebulon. Or he found me. I'd lost a lot of blood, so it's all behind the haze now. Yeah. Figure they'll leave that episode out of the series. Arcadia's a tinderbox right now. Or spun up folk. The people in this colony need us, Commander. Even if they don't know it yet. Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie. Had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same. No point jawing about history when our ex-agent I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it. Only wish I'd known you were out there. I'd have come sooner. Speaking of, we should probably get back to it. Spratwurst. I was trying to teach myself some new skills on the galley. Val got it into her heart. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst.
Engaging combat protocol.
Can't get that anyway. Need something, Commander?
outside.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can...
The Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around?
Like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base...
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw others in Westport fail to perceive my true name. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Hard to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But
Why, they are certainly inspiring. There's this one character who just laughs at Dick. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have been...
How I've waited to hear those words. Anything I might help with at present? If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
Manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
everyone knows.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Embodies and executes on it.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not... Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One especially designed for my unique talents? Of course. Hey there, go... Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
We all enjoy the full luxury.
Oh, my vigilant Hogarth task. If I am not the person for it, I... Ugh, my uncle's child. That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value... Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We... Everything we need. Prudence dictates.
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Involving secret If I am not the person for... Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the... I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One Of course.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Look who's back.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life? Outside our lab? No!
Got eyes on some notes.
Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment! Commencing termination. Why does each and everything have to be so goddamn irritating? tell you, this better not reflect poorly on my upcoming quarterly review. Because I took...
Got troublemaker.
That lab tech was trying to retrieve something from that terminal. Almost made it, too. Damn. No good deed, I suppose.
The void was that? I am done with this. Why is it that I just want to choke the life out of everyone today? I heard that. Heard something. Ready to waste. On your command.
靠，太强了吧！太好球了这一。
Got troublemaker. The way they fawn over every little thing he says. Wonderful idea, Pilot Divisioner Ormsby.
I tell you, this better not reflect poorly on my upcoming quarterly review. Because I took action on all
Why is this door open? Isn't this lab meant to be secure? Doesn't anyone else have standards in this place?
You want high security? I'll give you high security! Rolling up my sleeves.
Anybody. It's like the rules are just a guide for what not to get caught doing. And all this is just sloppy.
Absolutely! Break our backs getting this lab set up in record time. Meanwhile, half of us are still sleeping.
Coming up on some foes.
Don't assume negative intent all the time. I mean, sure, in that one instance, and that other time, too, and before. Oh, fine. Your way's always superior, I guess. What's happening?
All industrial macrowaves should be serviced no less than twice a month to meet safety standards. Warning, contaminants detected. Please clean before reuse.
Today. Any little thing, I swear, and... presently persist in a state of ceaseless perturbation. Once I simmer down, I'm dead.
counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. You there? Oh, you're likely affected too, aren't you? Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal game. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I, Elman Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Because I've squirreled myself away inside our test chamber for safekeeping? Well, I assure... But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet assuming success. Your fee will be based on the length of your involuntary impressment. Dangers from exposure to... Don't focus so much on monetary compensation. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. You're part of something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? Aha, thought so. Sometimes with shame. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third. Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matter? Apologies. I do tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? Whole thing was ghastly. One of my when he failed to return, they'd clearly been well then, anything else before we proceed? Our lab's focus is the utilization, but as much as I'd love to natter on, we probably ought to get matters underway. We'll need 2 things, fresh samples of the red spot. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order. My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our Absolutely gorgeous. Look, now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla of none of the previous method. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of... Oh, this might work out yet. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air. Now with extra there. I have determined enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does if you... I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume your success... Good, good. Place the antidote into the slot here. I'll insert it into the air filtration system. That will cycle it when backup arrives and releases me. I'll run a tally of all here who survived. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. Wonderful. What? All right. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration. I, Ahmed Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession. See? samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to recreate this experiment somewhere else.
How about I do my job?
Well,
Then
that's not
you
the
do.
first time I blacked out and lost a
Whatever it is
day.
you do.
I miss.
Auntie's choice. Moving fast and breaking things. No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone. Anyway, need something, Commander?
This place was quite the scene when we arrived. Any idea what happened?
Something I ate earlier tastes a lot like human flesh. My favorite spectrum vodka, maybe?
Must be at least a few useful parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this. Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll. Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us run, but I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hut. Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it. The center is. Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have. Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies? But the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automech so they don't get out of hand. That is more than likely a safe wager. Who knows what... Likewise, there must be at least a few useful parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson. No. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking...
All right, let's not lose. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Nothing too bad, aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble. You're free to pass, stranger.
哦，靠背啊，太痛了吧！
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the... What a relief. In here, I thought myself dismissed as a loon. Well, I speak... You must have spied those nefarious crab... No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army! You... No, stranger. Thank you. With your... Remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble! Don't trouble me with automechanical matters. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility. Assuming she hasn't been devoured by Crabbles. Getting better, I think. Or maybe they're just biting.
matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
What brings you to this fine establishment? Stay true, outsider.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Oh, a new... your symptoms are... If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. For medical posterity. And first question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? I'll mark it down as haphazard me. All right, for instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or all classic symptoms of Zeranium as a token of my appreciation? There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer it. Normally, I'd say to ask the quartermaster, but he died a few weeks back. Failing that, I imagine you could ask the technicians here. One of them might know. Oh, what would you like to know? Zeranium is a crystal. Zeranium is found in a liquid. Refined zeranium is used to... However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined. Zeranium in its default... Second, in this gaseous state, zeranium is quite... The concentration of the gas is a critical factor. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you in. Total avoidance is best. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new break. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's... Well, look who it is. What is it? Don't have much to spare.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark? Now what is it you want? I might recommend the local quartermaster. It's... Oh, now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? I haven't time to prattle unnecessarily, no. I could speak at length. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from... Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this Good, good, wonderful. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud. The one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any question? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that. Well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing if you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive. I believe that oh, so exhilarating to have a...
Not sure we should get any closer.
My little minion. What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of Now, on to business. The device, or what's needed now, is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require a component. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. Catalytic amplifiers are a somewhat unfortunately for me, our chief so you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. I'm sure he's just being cautious. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech. Good. Failing, one last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed. Assuming we Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier? I suppose you could try to... Ingratiating myself with others is not a particular strength of mine. Until...
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it. A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Ready to waste.
赶白痴哦！不小心按到而已。
Warning. Agent. Irreparable damage to lungs imminent. Exit gaseous cloud immediately.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier? Until a more convenient...
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Anyway, if you have hands and a will, uranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. Speak with Delphinia Bryant. She needs all the support she can get, and I'll spare no... Her invention, once operational, will provide you with... Once you have the shield, see me about the leak. I'll give you all the details. I heard that one of our Dragoon automechs, the second of the defensive patrol, wandered off along the coast. I couldn't spare any of my people for its retrieval, Besides, it was addled with Zeranium and useless to the likes of us. Think nothing of it. Someone should make use of the scrap, and better a friend than the alternative. What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Zeranium wreaks havoc. Further damage soon occurred. Had I the resources, I would have sent wave after alas, the tragedy unfolded before my time here. And resource. This facility's the old. Now, their burden is mine. The situation. While I. Loyalty? No matter.
Greetings. State your business. This unit was...
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally...
Command.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode.
All where...
Sorry.
Lull. Detected. Conversational status. Current inventory
I see. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's...
Not...
Apologies.
May this unit be a further initiate...
See you soon, I hope.
Stay true, outsider.
Damn crabbles are getting more ornery by the moment. I saw the whole thing while the Dragoon was patrolling as well, and a crabble calf wandered a mite too close. Before I know it, pow! Crabble! But the Dragoon finished off the herd, or consortium, or whatever crabbles have, then continued along the coast. That's all I know. War has not officially been declared.
Oh.
Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just...
Your Valerie unit requires service.
You're free to pass, stranger.
any closer to obtaining the cap. Oh, superb! I'm almost with this gadget. You'll be now.
Amazing.
Report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to. You do that.
Mayday，落在坐在。
What can I do for you this time? I knew Doc, seeing as make your way and be careful with that terminal. Don't worry about Woodrow. Yes, there is some risk. That shouldn't stop us from, but that.
Welcome back to my chapel of fear and futility. Why are you asking?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I...
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
The anguish she always seemed to battle with, I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. No. But even not knowing the details, I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics but you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch. We became friends when she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak.
She ain't the only one.
She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all.
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. Yes, and I am ashamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all. Welcome back to my chapel of fear and futility.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it.
Look who's back.
Embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our
Hey there, go-getter.
Or stressful.
Generous of the
Food
sovereign
is
to let us
nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Involving secret sympathies? Of course.
Raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. Natural
Outsider.
resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological
Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your... That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Sincerest thanks. Now, we had what you out... There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox Relay. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. Wouldn't know much about that. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the Sentry's second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will... Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives.
Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors.
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ. And this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen.
All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity. Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout.
If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, the Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good. I may not survive to see what occurs, but farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can. To check in. Oh, I don't doubt your abilities. But the prospects remain exceeding. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives. Farewell now.
Time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need.
You've returned.
Hey there, Why, hello again. Any new business to dis- If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. My uncle's child. I possess an overabundance of both quality. Oh, did you have an... Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
Atmosphere and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological.
Ray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Chill.
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Not friendly life form detected.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Inspection.
Give the word in, I'll think.
Danger. Stranger ahead.
Don't worry, don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you.
Back again. Thought we were done for now. Break as many fingers as pleases you. Wait. Who are you?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hot box.
Esculape? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here. Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about she tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got... Quick, though. Before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Kind of you to offer, but...
If you're too hurt to walk...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound...
What do you propose?
Not blowing yourself up.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. the Consul will turn his attention elsewhere. And please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then...
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander? Yes, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take you too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit.
Excellent work. I'd say I won't forget how you've helped me, but, well, you know. Tell Zeb what happened, won't you?
Good luck, Andre.
Likewise. No better way to go out than taking a sentinel with me. Give Zeb my best. Hope he enjoys the light show.
Enter your belt. Lock your stocks.
When the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Alert. Hostiles.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. Don't worry, don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you. Politic with some light instruction, and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
Registering a decrease in air quality due to decomposing protectorate bodies. Shallow breaths are recommended.
349893938A. There is no place for you in the paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion and opposing the lawful authority of the Protectorate.
No! Wait, I beg of you! I was just afraid of Montel.
Let me know when you needed us.
傻小太强了吧！
Not friendly life form detected.
Prisoner 349893938A. There is no place for you in the paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion and opposing the lawful authority of the Protectorate.
Clear their ledger.
我操！
Hostiles there.
Prisoner 349893938A. There is no place for you in the paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion.
And I'll take care of him.
Shifting to a less exposed spot.
哎，啊你哪会死啊？啊！
Prisoner 349893938A. There is no place.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say.
Thank the stars. I was sure that was the end of me. Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some...
Though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life is behind me for good, it seems.
The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing he... My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate, but we were forced to flee after pointing out the obvious. Is everyone so oblivious that they can't see what is going on? I was to meet my partner in a cave to the northwest of here. We were going to hide until the current Montelli crisis has been resolved. I fled Montelli, but I'm still loyal. Once I stop shaking, I'll Thank you again, stranger. Once I've stopped shaking, I'll head northwest to meet my partner.
Search concluded. Suspicious data. Unfamiliar source. Attempting to give chase. Conclusion. Dematerialization through unknown means.
another.
喂，整个都是电啊！嗯，真小啊。
No target.
Mind the needles.
ready to waste them.
看三小啊，什么都看不到啊。
Let me know when you need a distraction.
靠腰啊！哎嘎！ 干你娘傻小啊！哎，
Let me know when you need it.
好悲啊，个没用啊，干！哎呀，我的错，我的错。啊，需要物品，操控密要进行操控。啊，什么东西？来了也是白来，笑死！这边是什么任务啊？哦，那是出去的路啊！哎，干就在旁边也。
Confronting threat.
哎。
Standing by with life support. The commander's vital stats have reached the enormous level. Have fallen below acceptable.
I'm actually headed, Commander. They should be here soon.
加50哦，清空弹夹后减40%伤害。啊，这么大的70哎，这超高的啊！7发。此缺陷不建议你手持游玩，之后你将无法移除所效果。就是接受缺陷，但每5级获得什么？此缺陷将对游戏体验带来天翻地覆的变化，不建议首次游玩的选择。之后我将无法移除选中的缺陷效果。你必须接受缺陷，但是每5级获得一个额外值。哦。
Damn it! I swear it's not the bad luck. We had none at all.
Acá.
This unit is concerned for its well-being.
Oh, 痛啊！
Please seek treatment for bodily trauma.
哦呦！哎！啊！打小啊！
Hostile Raptidon call detected. Agents are encouraged to utilize caution. Status susceptible to danger. Health benefits available at your request. detected. Waiting room re-engaged. Approximate lift ETA unknown. Lift malfunction detected. Please expect delays. Emergency protocols ready.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Life support. Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable.
Knew you had my back.
Sequencing attack strategies.
好了，不行啊，该走啦。高阶明星。
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
个吓我啊！事出意料。
They send me in. Help me out. Fastest way forward is through.
吓我，没有人吧？快走喽！哎，
This is one. I have suffered grievous wounds. At least one of my lungs meets the open air. The room fell swiftly. Screamed for me to help, but if I had remained to aid her, the mission would be at its end. The mission which is now doomed regardless. I arrived here to find the controls non-functional. Since my weapon delivers magnetically contained electric charges, I inserted it into a conduit hoping it would spring to life, but the Fairfield power controls have deteriorated. I wish I could admit relief that in my heart of hearts I wished my love to live, despite her traitorism. My darling, I am sorry. But were you here, I would use the last of my strength to slay you. Our feelings are not even a candle to the incandescent love of the Sovereign. Our blood, my blood, for the Protectorate. Signing off.
能调整这样操作尺寸呢？所以我做了什么？
To what do we owe the pleasure? I thank you once again for your judicious actions. Now I may continue serving the Protectorate faithfully. I thank you once again for your judicious actions. Now I may continue serving the Protectorate faithfully.
哎，为什么我看？啊？为什么？为什么？
Outsider.
啊，嘿，为什么？
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
就是我现在可以走了，我做什么事情？
Let me know when you need an
啊
instruction.
靠背啊！
To what do we owe the pleasure? I thank you once again for your judicious actions. Now I may continue serving the Protectorate faithfully.
这什么啊？看，就这样，太烂了吧！喂，不值得啊！回去上好了。啊，总觉得这段好像快要结束了吗？
Whoa there, go get. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of. I'd usually ask if, even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Earth Directorate. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom lines, all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all, unless you got it.
Yeah.
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries. And sometimes they're not.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes... And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
What? You want money too? Law, we're pinching bits.
Sorry, friend, Kemp's right. We'll put in a word with the higher-ups first chance we get, though. Give you and your skills some fine publicity.
You what? No.
Fine, fine. Don't get yourself all twisted into knots. Here.
A lot of fresh blood in the town pool around here with these.